Advisory. Some episodes of the 1836 podcast are not intended for all audiences due to details that might be considered disturbing. Listener and viewer discretion is advised.
Larry Porter Chism was born on December 19, 1948 in Forest City, Arkansas, a small town in St. Francis County. He grew up in a local prominent family. His maternal grandmother served as mayor for Forest City for many years. Chism attended law school and for a time appeared to be headed for a successful career. He married Elizabeth Wirtz in 1968, and the couple lived in West Memphis while he pursued his studies. After returning from service in Vietnam, Chism became involved in serious crime. He organized a drug trafficking ring that smuggled heroin from Mexico into the United States. In May of 1973, he was arrested for armed robbery after he and accomplices held up 3 Michigan State University students at gunpoint in their dorm room. Authorities later connected him to multiple narcotics violations as well. In July of 1974, Chism was convicted in Tennessee and sentenced to 40 years in prison for armed robbery and narcotics violations. He began serving his time at a medium security facility, the Turney Center. At first he seemed like a model inmate, but behind the scenes he was already planning his escape. On September 13, 1978, Chism and several other inmates were on a supervised outing at a bowling alley in Dixon, Tennessee, about 40 miles west of Nashville. During the outing, the group overpowered the guards in a violent confrontation. Chism shot and seriously wounded a correctional officer. The escapees then carjacked vehicles and took the owner of the Dixon Municipal Airport hostage. They forced him to fly them in a small overloaded Cessna plane towards Arkansas. After roughly 2.5 hours, the overloaded Cessna ran low on fuel in the middle of heavy cloud cover and thunderstorms. The pilot was forced to make an emergency landing on a dirt road next to a rice field near Marianna, Arkansas, just about 20 miles from Chism's hometown of Forest City. As the plane came to a stop, a local man drove up in his truck to see if he could help with the apparent crash victims. Chism and others quickly overpowered him and stole his truck. The group then split up to avoid capture. 2 of the escapees were apprehended shortly afterward by authorities who had set up roadblocks across the area. Chism, however, stayed on the move with at least 1 other inmate. Over the next few days, the pair traveled northward through Arkansas. On September 16, 1978, 3 days after the initial breakout, Chism commandeered a pickup truck at gunpoint, taking an elderly male civilian hostage. A high-speed chase ensued through the rugged Ozark mountain country near Salem, Arkansas. During the pursuit, the truck crashed. Chism was taken into custody at about 12:05 p.m. after a confrontation that involved a shootout with police. He reportedly suffered a head injury, possibly from the crash or during the exchange of gunfire. He was then transferred to the Lonoke County Jail to face additional charges, including those related to the airplane hijacking and kidnapping. At that point, he was serving his original 40-year state sentence plus a consecutive 30-year federal sentence. At this time, the Lonoke County Jail was not highly secure. In December of 1978, just 3 days after Chism turned 30, he and 3 other inmates executed a second escape. One inmate climbed through an air conditioning vent, used a wrench to break into a room where weapons were stored, and stole a guard's keys. Now armed, the group overpowered the staff and stole a guard's vehicle. The other 3 men who helped Chism were eventually apprehended, but Chism disappeared and was never captured. This second escape is the one for which he has remained wanted ever since. Chism faced charges for the escape itself, in addition to his prior convictions for armed robbery, narcotics trafficking, kidnapping, and airplane hijacking. He was described as armed and dangerous. Over the years, he used aliases such as Kenneth Brookins and Jack Kaufman. Physical descriptions from the time listed him as a white male, 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing about 160 pounds, with black hair, brown eyes, and scars on both arms. For more than a decade, Chism stayed off the radar. Then, on January 3, 1990, His case was featured on the television show Unsolved Mysteries. Chism reportedly saw the broadcast himself. Soon after, he left a job in Charlotte, North Carolina without claiming his final paycheck. He departed with a woman believed to be his wife or partner and her daughter. Investigators later found evidence linking him to the alias Kenneth Brookins, including a pay stub. A confirmed sighting placed him selling a van in Atlanta in December of 1990. After the national exposure, he went deeper underground. In the decades that followed, occasional unconfirmed tips surfaced, suggesting possible sightings in states across the Southeast, including Florida, Mississippi, Alabama, Louisiana, Tennessee, and West Virginia. Some speculated that he might have received support from family members or assumed a completely new identity, possibly even leaving the country. Others believed he may have died without authorities even learning of it. No credible leads led to his arrest. As the years passed, Larry Porter Chism became one of the longest-running fugitives in United States history. He remained on the U.S. Marshals' 15 Most Wanted list with a reward up to $25,000 offered for information leading to his capture or the confirmation of his death. A formal warrant was issued in the Middle District of Tennessee in February of 1988. Even into the 2020s, the case stayed active. The United States Marshals continued to list him as wanted for charges stemming from the December 1978 escape, emphasizing that he was considered armed and dangerous. Larry Chism's story stood out because of the dramatic nature of his two 1978 escapes, one involving a shootout, a hostage situation, and an airplane hijacking, and the second, a clever breakout from a county jail. Despite extensive efforts by federal authorities, including the FBI and U.S. Marshals, he has evaded capture for nearly 5 decades. His whereabouts after 1990 remained unknown. As of this recording, Larry Chism would be 77 years old today. If he's still alive, his hair is likely gray, and he may look significantly different from the man described in the older wanted posters. Larry Chism is considered a wanted, dangerous outlaw to some, and a folk hero to others, but he is still a wanted fugitive by the United States government. And if anyone has any information on his whereabouts and wants that $25,000 reward, you can contact the United States Marshal Service at 1-800-336-0102 or your local law enforcement agency.